Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Production Studios for this edition of YBMcast. Powered by Game 7 Baseball, game7baseball.com. By myself today for the Game 7 wrap-up. Ticker's rolling, right, Lauren? Ticker is rolling. You can see the champions from last week's full. Oh, I got to go back. I don't see what it. Yep, there it is. Oh, went back too far. Hang on, past events, past results. I got to go here. Hold on. I didn't have it up there. Oh, no. There it is. Yeah. Fall turf. September 22 teams. Results are there. Shout out to the Mid-Missouri Mavericks from Columbia there. I know they took championship today. We had a great time, the Winter Workout Tour with them last year. You can go check that out. It's a group of guys that got together. They had, I think it was a lot of Little League and Pony baseball, and these guys were doing that in the middle of the state. And they brought the club together with different dads and whatnot, and they've gotten some instruction and some people coming in, helping, working with them, some guys that were coaching that have played some college ball before. I really like this, and they're having success. The kids are getting better, and I think that's what matters. Mostly AA groups. I really enjoy that, and just take a look at the Winter Workout Tour from 2024, Mid-Missouri Mavericks there. It was a lot of fun. We're going to be back in the Columbia area this year for the Winter Workout Tour. We're going to roll through the middle of the state into western, back over to Kansas City. We're going to be down in Springfield for the Winter Workout Tour. I'm looking forward to this one. As sponsored by Game 7 Baseball. Looking forward to going down. We're going to visit the Nixa Baseball Club, which is a feeder program for the high school. So it's a little different. It's still club baseball, but these are all kids that will be going to Nixa High School. And I think that's what's cool about this. You have a club program like you would see here in St. Louis with a Gators, a Midland, a Midwest Rebels, Rawlings, Tigers, Prospects, whatever the kid, Naturals. Down in South, you got U.S. Now, but yet these are kids playing with the kids they're going to high school with. So I think that's a cool thing as it goes up through there. The same with Willard. We're going to go over and do the same thing there, and I think. Some of the thought process here when you're talking about, can this work? Why not? I know Willard, it's a smaller community, but it's just north of Springfield, about 7 miles. We were there last year. Live streamed a game from there, live streamed from Nixa, Coach Hughes, Coach McGee. They spearhead those programs, and I think it's fantastic. And it's not like Springfield doesn't have solid clubs in the area around there with the Midwest Mavericks that have been there quite a while. Now the U.S. Nationals. And you have, I know 417 is there. And then it's not as probably club dominant as a St. Louis or a Kansas City, and I'm probably missing some clubs there. I'm sure you probably have some smaller. There's a lot more, but then you can go right down into Arkansas from there, and I know up in Lake of the Ozarks they have LOZ Training Center up there. Brock Hurt, we made a stop at Lake of the Ozarks last year on the Winter Workout Tour. And talked with Brock quite a bit about his program they're growing. Hope to get Brock back on the show here. We need to do that. See how that program's going. We'll try and do that through the winter here. But just as kind of a follow-up, and I think that's going to be an interesting look. And when you see club baseball and we're talking about these things, what's the growth? What are we doing? How are we helping kids develop all of that, the nature of those things? So it's always interesting to see what's happening within a club. How are these clubs developing? Who's working with the kids? Who's coaching? We're hoping, and one of our goals is to come back this year with the Dad's Coaching Clinic. I believe dad coaches are the backbone of youth baseball. I know that daddy ball, they love to call it. I love these terms we come up with. I think it's stupid. Yeah, I said that. These opinions are of my own and not necessarily reflect the opinions of our do not necessarily reflect the views of our sponsors and other people, but it's mine. I'm so tired of this stuff. We're all dads. Some coaches are just better than others. Some have more experience. Some have played at a higher level than others. What are we doing as clubs to help these dads coach better? Because we need the dad coaches. It isn't daddy ball. Now, just because some guy gets a little overzealous and puts his kid at shortstop and he shouldn't be there, doesn't mean the whole thing is wrecked and everything is terrible and all that. We need to be adults and talk to that person about, your son doesn't need to play shortstop. Where's the club helping that situation and continuing to work to develop the kids, develop the team? Are we willing to get that far involved and deep? Or are we worried that that team might go away and we'll lose a team and there won't be the revenue we need? I think revenue is going to be there. I think there'll be plenty of teams. I'm looking at the schedules here. One club this past weekend here with Game 7 had 4 teams in the same age bracket from one club. Okay, fantastic. Does it bother me? No. But what are we doing as a club then to help those people, those coaches, continue to grow and develop as a coach? Will they accept it? Will they do that? I don't know. There's a lot of dynamics involved, and I know there are some, I'm sure, dads who think they've got it all wired tight. But if you've got a gentleman that is part of the club who's played at a high level, who instructs very well and things of that nature, I think we ought to take their advice and take those things. But I think it's working together, and I see more and more clubs doing this, and I think there's opportunity for that. But to just continually put those things like, we don't need dad coaches. Yeah, we need dad coaches. We need more of them. And I will tell you, even at the 15, 16, 17U level, dad coaches. Why? Because they're more invested. They're more invested. We have some of these guys that come back from college to coach, and they're not that invested. What are we doing? How are we doing that? We see it. And this will change the dynamics. How are we changing the dynamics at the tournament level? We're not hollering at umpires. We're not doing these things. This all has effect on what we see on the weekends in tournaments and how we engage on those days. There's guys out there umpiring. We're people providing tournament events that we can go and enjoy and have some fun and play some baseball. See that our kids are getting better. Yeah, there's trophies at the end of the tournament. But, the best thing about the tournament is the engagement of building relationships, the continued development, the opportunity to play, the opportunity to go out and compete, learn how to compete. What does it mean to compete? And I think a lot of the tournament companies, Game 7, at the forefront of that. We work with Game 7 a lot, as everybody knows. They're one of our sponsors, been working with Game 7 baseball since 2017. And we see a lot of things, and they work hard to create an environment that is positive for the games to happen. Are there teams that maybe should continue. Where's the rec leagues? And it's going to get into this because I think this is a cool thing too. Penning sent me this. He couldn't make it today to the show, but Game 7 at Warrenton, at the Warrenton Complex, has got a midweek doubleheader league. Session 1 is from April 1 to May 7th. So if you're looking for some league play, and you know what, I think this is a team that, if you're one of those teams and you've been going to tournaments and you're kind of getting your head kicked in, maybe start at a league. Started at a place like this and venture into, work to get better and then go into some of these opportunities. I know it sounds terrible. People are like, oh, get your head kicked. Yeah, because I've seen the scores. Some of these teams getting beat by, 3 double digits consistently. I think you need to rethink what you're doing. Where do you put your kids in a good situation to succeed? Whether it's people go, well, a loss is a loss. Listen, those kids know if they get beat by 2 runs or by 15 runs. They understand it, and they understand the dynamic of it. And sometimes it can be disheartening for a kid, and don't want to play baseball anymore. It's not fun. It's not fun to be beat up, 20-0. I don't care. Nobody likes that. So I think just some food for thought as we're heading into fall ball, and we're coming up to a new season. These are the things that we talk about. High school baseball, Game 7's got a weekend out at the WAC Fall Turf. There is a 15. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. I got it now. 15/16U. It's got some pretty. It's got 7 teams in it this weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing who comes out of this. Canes, White, out of St. Peters, Missouri. Sometimes you don't. Oh yeah, there you go. Be interesting. See some of these kids who are playing at that level. Where do they go to school? Most of them might not be around here. Midwest Rebels, 215U teams. That's what I'm saying. You got Trout and Prater, Missouri Redhawks, Ahern. Post 226. Love it. Love it. There you go. Little ALB. If anybody doesn't know what that is, that's Ellsbury Post 226. Little American Legion baseball. Love to see those guys working into this. It's 16U. This is probably their freshman team for last year coming up and playing, getting in a little extra work. Ellsbury is the Post 226, won the state championship last year. Some familiar names from around the area with Brady Creech, Gavin Woodson, Avon Weaver, Cam Casso, Jackson Ryder. I know I'm missing guys. The center fielder. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. My brain, Lauren.
Because I looked at that lineup so many times.
Yep. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Because he had a really good state championship there at Blue Springs. But Ellsbury, I'm sorry, man. I know I'm gonna. But anywho, so really, it was a really good team. They went on to the regionals, finished in the top 4 there in the regionals. A couple games short of the World Series, but good showing, good run for the Post. I think they lost to Louisiana to finish off their run in the regionals. Yeah. No, that wasn't it. But Noah Taylor played well, too. It started with a W, I think. It was a W.
Warren Conrad?
That's it. Warren Conrad. Yeah, Warren Conrad. Played very well. So a lot of good baseball there. Ellsbury, that post, Jason Howard, Chad Creech, they do a really good job with that program over there. Good baseball. And so I love to see that in the fall here, the ALB. Look, that's a great option right there. You know, we're working with American Legion Baseball. Game 7, I know, is talking to him about doing a few things. So if you're a high school player and you know some of the thoughts, there's opportunities there. Listen, American Legion Baseball is the oldest club baseball. We're coming up on the centennial for American Legion Baseball. 100 years, started in 1925, is still here in the state of Missouri. Some really good teams in the state, and so that's an option to look at if you're a parent, whatnot. American Legion Baseball is there. Good tournaments, good opportunities. So go check that out. I think it would be interesting to you. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Post 226 does there. St. Louis Fire is a 15 and under team out of St. Louis. I'm not sure where they are. And look at this, St. Peter's Post 313. I love that. Rick Reno, his son, they've been running St. Peter's Post for a long time. Rick's a good dude. All of his sons played there at Fort Zumwalt East. Very familiar with those guys. They do a good job over there so you got 2 Legion posts getting into this Game 7 high school tournament over here. I think it's great. I'm looking forward to seeing how these guys fare and what they're doing, and continuing to put American Legion Baseball out there. It's great opportunities. Great opportunities. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this one. The 13U is going to be dynamic. A couple RBC major teams in this one. Canes Black, Midwest Rebels, Rawlings Tigers. I love this one, the Copperhead. Southeast Copperheads coming up out of Scott City. Be interesting. A little travel up, play some ball. Looking forward to that. So that, you see the ticker there last week. We gave the shout out to the Midmo. Shout out to Alpha Squad for winning the 12U. The 13U was the Rawlings Tigers Coach Kruger squad. Took home the championship there. So good stuff. Next week we should have Dave Pinning back on. We'll chat it up some more. Remember you can register your team for the midweek doubleheader league right now on the website. So I would take that opportunity if you're looking to get into the league. If you want to go to game7baseball.com, go to all events. Let me see. Boom. There it is right there. It's on page 2. It's already posted right after all the fall stuff. G7 midweek doubleheader league session 1 and session 2 are up now. 11U through 14U. April 1 through May 7 is the session 1, and May 13th through June 18th is session 2. So, hey, get out there, get yourself registered, enjoy, have some fun. Doubleheader league now. Game7baseball.com. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. And for Dave and Dave, appreciate everything very much. Everybody, have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, throw strikes. Hitters, hit them where they ain't. We'll see y'all next time.